What's up, ladies and gentlemen? The Miami Dolphins lose to the Baltimore Ravens last night. Is there any other news? What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Dolphins Collective. We are here at 1 p.m. on a Friday, special bonus time. We're shifting.
I know yourself, Omar.
We're here on a bonus time shift episode today because there's some breaking news out of Miami that we're about to get into. But before we do, you make sure you punch that like button. Let your friends and family members know about the channel. We're on the way towards 10,000 subs. Thanks to each and every one of you all. We got a lot to cover, okay? But before we do, we want to give a special shout out to some of our sponsors. We got SeatGeek, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget to use code FINS for $20 off your first SeatGeek order. And listen, let's just be honest. People ain't going to these Dolphin games right now, but don't fool yourself, okay? This is a perfect holiday gift, okay? Because the tickets are about to be as cheap as they can possibly be, all right? So go on SeatGeek, use the code. Go ahead and get the family some December tickets, November tickets. It's a holiday event. Have a good time at a game with your family. I think this is where you take advantage of that. The protest needs no more. I think things are headed in the right direction.
No more banners? Wait a minute. No more banners?
For what? I mean, the banner was answered. I mean, at least a part of it, right?
Yeah, half of it.
Yeah, so go to SeatGeek. Get your family some tickets because now you might can get 5 for the price of 1 or something. You know, you never know. SeatGeek got it all right? So make sure you go check it out. Not only that, we want to give another shout out to Brunt, all right? We need you to use code HMA for $10 off. These are the most sturdy, comfortable boots that I have ever worn in my life. This is a fact, all right? I love the product. Listen, Brunt, y'all got y'all one on this one. These boots, I promise you, y'all, I'm pretty sure everybody who work in boots and do all type of stuff, most boots are just boots. They're hard, okay? I've never felt something so comfortable. These are the ones that can last on your feet, so take advantage of it. Again, HMA for $10 off. Why not save some money on it, okay? And last but not least, we want to shout out Sleeper. Get a $100 deposit match up to $100 using code HMA. All right, we keep putting these parlays up and they keep missing on a certain player going over in his yards. Y'all know who we talking about. But listen, go to Sleeper, check it out. It's not just the odds. You also have the fantasy football, which I'm doing good in my league, by the way, and it also has sports news as well. I'm the best fantasy player, Alan. I'm just saying. All right, Omar don't know nothing about that. Okay, all right, man.
Yourself, Omar. You're driving me nuts.
What
y'all, thank you.
Make sure you go check out the sponsors. It is supporting the channel. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to get into it. But before we do, we just want to hear from these gentlemen, man. Alan, how are you doing today, man?
I'm doing fine. I've got my cup of coffee here after a late night. God, I hate primetime games when it involves the Dolphins. Hate them. They have 2 more left, even though I think they're going to get flexed out of the Sunday night game. Please.
Who was this Sunday night game?
Cincinnati Bengals. And I think if it's not Joe Burrow coming back, which would draw some eyeballs, I don't know that it's Miami and Cincinnati. But yeah, no, I guess I'm feeling better than Chris Grier this morning. Oh, did I spoil?
You ain't spoiled nothing. Everybody here for a reason, all right? Listen, man, I'm feeling good too. You know, as a Dolphin fan, these are new, I believe we're in new beginnings, and I know we're going to get into it. But this is what it's all about, a new opportunity to build a contender, a fresh start. So it starts at the top, and the top was addressed today, all right? Omar, quick, how you doing, man?
I'm good. I'm in the middle of writing my column for the Miami Herald, processing some of my thoughts. When the news came out, I didn't know what emotion or emoji, because y'all know I speak in emojis. I didn't know what emotion to share with the people because I didn't want to celebrate somebody's demise. But I feel like we finally are getting to the root of the problem, but the cancer is still in the body, and we got to clean it out. We got to continue to clean it out.
And who are you referring to?
Yeah, please enlighten us.
No.
I know, because I know you're not talking about QB1. I know that. So.
Hold on. Hold on. No, listen. I think the main error that Steve Ross has made in his tenure as owner for the last 18 years has been to consistently force whoever he hires to inherit a quarterback, to inherit a general manager, to inherit a head coach, to inherit a quarterback. You need to allow whoever you hire to not be restricted by what you want to do. I think Steve Ross has turned off a lot of people with the decisions he's made in terms of forcing them to take this person or that person. It just needs to be a full scorched earth cleanse, in my opinion, and start completely fresh. Why am I?
I know. Why are you the only one here?
Yeah.
Oh, there he is.
The control. Here's the thing, though. Correct me if I'm wrong, though. In 2012, Stephen Ross hired Joe Philbin, and they did not have a quarterback. Well, they had Matt Moore coming back after a very good.
But who hired Joe Philbin? Jeff Ireland.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it was Jeff Ireland.
You should have probably just fired Jeff Ireland and had the new GM hire a new coach. Maybe you would have ended up with somebody better than Joe Philbin. Not to say that I have the answers for who's that GM is or know who that coach is. Sometimes you hire the coach and let the coach decide the GM. I'm just saying, and let the coach and let the GM and the coach decide the quarterback. Don't force anything on anybody this time, and maybe you won't limit yourself in terms of what your options are, or maybe you won't turn off the best candidates.
Except, well, whoever. Sorry, TD, you know when to chime in too. But except whoever was the candidate's going to be, pretty much is locked into having Tua on the roster. And if that candidate wants to take that cap hit charge, just like Sean Payton did when he cut Russell Wilson and just took all his medicine at one time, so be it. You know I'm a Tua fan. What? 2 years.
2 times. You know I'm a Tua fan. You know I believe in Tua. He's not a killer, but he's not the problem. However, do not restrict yourself from getting the best possible candidate and the best hire this cycle by telling them you're forced to take Tua for this year.
Okay.
I don't believe in that. Too many. Think about it. Whether it was Jeff Fisher, whether it was Harbaugh, whether it was the GMs that turned Nick Cicero, the GMs that turned them down. There were like 3 GMs that turned them down when they hired Dennis Hickey as a consolation prize. Whether it be who you wanted Brian Flores. Brian Flores kind of your first pick. Yeah. Think about all of the hiring experiences. He went after Sean Payton when he hired Mike McDaniel. Think about all of Steve Ross's hiring experiences. Think about how traumatic they have all been.
Yeah, yep. It's crazy. But I got a question for y'all, and I'm going to speak in a little bit, but I have to ask this because I want to be clear to people watching right now. Tell us, and I'll start with Alan. Tell us, why was Chris Grier fired officially? Just why was it?
It's a mutual parting of the ways, by the way.
Why did Chris Grier decide he was okay with being unemployed?
Because he's probably going to get his whole check.
I was going to say correct because I'm sure Stephen Ross made it worth his while. Why it very well might have been that the fans want blood and they want a suspect incarcerated. Here's one right there, and Stephen Ross is very fond of Mike McDaniel. If that wasn't already clear, by the fact that he gave him a contract extension last year with 2 years left on his contract, I will never get over that. And I've mentioned it time and time and time again. You give a man a contract extension as a head coach with 2 years left on the contract when the guy hasn't won a playoff game, that tells you there's a whole lot of this going on. Oh, and for those listening on the audio version, I'm doing the hearts emoji. So Stephen Ross loves Mike McDaniel very, very much. And
I don't buy that. I don't buy that.
I think he likes.
Really? You don't think he'd have been whacked by now if Stephen Ross didn't hold Mike McDaniel in very high regard? Absolutely, without question.
Or Alan, maybe he doesn't feel like Mike McDaniel is the cause of all of this. Just that simple. Just X's and O's. He's dealing with a limited quarterback that he has to operate within. He can't. No. I'm not trolling. I am not. No.
He is a limited quarterback, so I shall accept that. He is a limited quarterback.
I am not.
He cannot run. He cannot throw certain passes.
Yeah, I am not trolling on my take. I truly believe McDaniel feels like his offense is even more complex than it is now, and it has more nuances than they're operating now due to his quarterback and the O-line. And he's creating something that'll work for everybody, and now he can't create anymore.
Except the problem is, and I'll accept your point to a certain degree, that some of the sloppiness issues that are happening on the field have more to do with coaching than they have to do with personnel and the poor job that's been done in assembling talent on the roster. So that falls on Mike McDaniel, which is why I go back to this is why if you didn't hold Mike McDaniel in very, very high regard, Mike McDaniel should not be absolved of all blame in this fiasco.
Absolutely not.
Okay, so and with the reaction of the fans with paper bags, I don't recall the last time I'd seen paper bags at Hard Rock Stadium. And then the booing that started in the first half. I think Stephen Ross got to a point where I got to do something. I got to give the fans somebody. And right now he likes Mike McDaniel more than he likes Chris Grier.
Hold on here. I'm not arguing against your point because you make some very valid points. I do believe I saw some paper bags in maybe 2015 or paper bags in 2011. You know, paper bags and Dolphin fans, they kind of go together. However, the fans ain't coming back right now. The fans are not renewing right now. The fans, come on, what Dolphin fan really didn't know they were going to get changed at the end of the season? And I will make the argument to you, we're organically tanking. Can
I address that point too?
Yes.
For the fans not coming back, you did something that's going to please a lot of fans. And I bet you there are a certain percentage of fans, however small, that are like, okay, I see Stephen Ross is doing something. He does give a crap. Okay, I'll keep going to games. Okay. And then it's organically tanking, unless Mike McDaniel has been told you're coming back in 2026. Why in the hell? Because he's going to get paid anyway if he gets fired. Why in the hell?
Win.
Sorry?
He's trying to win. So was Brian Flores.
Not organically tanking.
The team was. Oh, hold on, wait.
Are you saying Stephen Ross is like Mike McDaniel's going to fool himself?
Stephen Ross is like, this is a bad roster.
We're going to lose anyway.
Like, bro.
Yeah,
I do believe in that game that they played on Thursday night. Mm-hmm. I think Mike McDaniel ran out of play sheet, like had nothing left.
He ran out of play sheet a year ago.
Stop it! Don't stop it! Stop it!
Listen,
No, I'm putting up with your foolishness today. This is a serious day. No foolishness from you. Okay.
Well, good luck with that one, Omar.
Oh man,
listen, he didn't have when he lost his two. Okay, let's say this week your two backs worked last week. Oh, it's hot now. We're putting in some new stuff in it. We adding some stuff to it. Mm-hmm. Okay, then when you lose Ali, throw that out. You're down by 17 points. Okay, throw all the runs out. You don't have two tight ends. Okay, throw the two tight ends set out. Okay, how many plays do you have with 6 offensive linemen? Think about it.
I get the offensive lineman piece, but I'm kind of giving McDaniel a pass on the running out of plays because you got your star wide receiver in Tyreek Hill who goes out, who can't be replaced. And now you got a whole bunch of guys trying to do it as a group, replacing like who's in what slot and what position. This is half of these guys cannot know the full playbook. Come on.
It's a hot mess. Great. The major pass, I had to look at the fade to H-Chan, who everybody knows is the dumbest thing ever. Like, why? Like, when name any point in the last 4 years that a fade has worked in Mike McDaniel's offense.
Oh no! It has worked. It actually has worked, Omar.
Tyreek Hill, the Chargers open.
Yeah. See, and I said this earlier today. I said, hold on, we've thrown that fade a few other times, and it's been the dime of all dimes, and we praised it. But here we are pre-snap. The matchup didn't tell you that, though.
Oh, yeah.
You got
you
Kyle
saw that
Hamilton
matchup
and
and you
A-Chain.
should have.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Mike said, they acknowledged somebody ran the wrong route. Your choices are Nick Westbrook-Akine, because Tua only look right. Your choices are Nick Westbrook-Akine, and Devon said, I'm not the primary on that play. That's why I'm like surprised that the ball is even coming to me. Nick Westbrook-Akine or Greg Dulcich?
Nah, well, Omar,
One's been on the roster for 2 weeks, and the other two of them might not even know his name because they are strangers.
But just
he's been on the team since
been on the 53 for 2 weeks.
Okay.
But
he's
Omar,
been practicing with Tua for 2 weeks.
A-Chain ran the wrong route.
No. A-Chain ran the right route.
A-Chain ran the wrong route.
He ran the right
just
route.
because he's not the primary doesn't mean that it's not coming to him. Well, guess what? If A-Chain didn't run the if A-Chain ran the right route, then Tua made the wrong throw.
No. A-Chain stopped. He was like surprised the ball was coming to me.
No.
He's supposed to run a fade. I asked him specifically, are you supposed to run a fade on that? He said, yes, a fade was my assignment. Then he was like, I'm not the primary. So
yeah, why do you have to be the primary to not finish your route?
I don't know. Huh?
He didn't run a fade, so he stopped the route.
That's
okay, but he was supposed to run a fade.
And he didn't. That's on him.
Okay. By the way, can we all agree that why the hell were 6 wide receivers active and only 2 halfbacks? Seriously?
I'm not going to jump on the Taj Washington over Jalen Wright was a mistake, because before the game, I think Taj Washington is the only player that can replicate what
has he done? What has he
nothing.
done?
He's done nothing. He's done nothing, and he fumbled his first catch. But skill set, he can make people miss. You need that.
Okay, but here's my point, though. We saw that in the preseason. If you have to have Taj Washington active, cool. Then inactivate Cedric Wilson, who didn't play one down on special teams. And that was McDaniel's justification after the game of why Jalen Wright didn't suit up, because we needed help on special teams. Well, you didn't get it from Cedric Wilson. Was that really a must? So
maybe you need Cedric Wilson to replace Nick Westbrook-Akine, who doesn't know his routes
and drops an occasional pass.
You need 6 active wide receivers.
They don't know all of those wide receivers. Name the wide receiver other than Jalen Waddle who knows what he's supposed to be doing out there on the field. Name him. So let's
throw out more of them then?
No, I said name him. Name that player.
And my point is,
you can't name the player is the problem.
But my point is, then if you have 5 other guys who don't know what the hell they're doing, why activate all 5 and just have 4 guys who don't know what they're doing and get yourself 3 halfbacks when we all know 2 is dangerous because you can get some kind of injury?
I
can't believe
Mike had rolled the dice before and it didn't bite him snake eyes, and this time he rolled it and it bit him.
Rolling the dice. That's this team, rolling the dice. That's all we do. Chris Grier's fired now, man. What's next for the Miami Dolphins? We'll start with Omar here.
Start with poop.
Oh, Alan, talk to me.
Why? Because you want the good points first, so you can piggyback.
Oh, now you mad that I'm asking you to go first.
No, yeah.
If I would have went first, you would have been mad.
And TD again. Parting of the ways. I actually had somebody on social media after I posted the news of the mutual parting of the ways. Chris Greer told me, I had a date with Scarlett Johansson tonight, and we mutually agreed to postpone it. Which actually I thought was very funny. What next? Well, Champ Kelly, who came over from the Las Vegas Raiders, is going to serve as the interim GM. I guess he's going to take the Dolphins through the NFL trading deadline, which is Tuesday.
That's official?
Yeah, it is. It's in the statement from the Dolphins. And I know Omar made a good point of like why him and not Marvin Allen has been with the team for a while. Not exactly sure what that's about. And then as per the statement, and they're going to conduct a search after the season. And the big question is going to be what's going to happen with Mike McDaniel, who is staying on through at least the end of the season. And that's going to be, I guess, the next step. And which is why to me it's kind of weird, because logically at 2-7, while mathematically still alive, they're done. So the focus everything should be about evaluating what you have going forward. Who should be part of the team in 2026? Who do we move on from, including some of your veterans who can fetch you a draft pick right now? Who do you want to keep? Who do you want to let go? which is why to me it's weird that unless again Mike McDaniel has been told you're coming back in 2026, why he would want to be a part of that when his focus is going to be on trying to win games.
Yeah, and I could be wrong here, but it's feeling like the entire situation says, "Hey, Mike, you're good. You're here for the rest of the year, and we'll see in the offseason. We'll go from there." Just leaving it out there because I believe they're going to allow that to be the official new general manager's decision on whether or not he wants to continue with Mike McDaniel or not. All of it's going to be the new GM's decision. So I kind of like the way they're setting it up. And I agree with Omar, actually. They are organically tanking. My definition for organically tanking is you don't have to try to lose games. Just strip the roster. Just make sure that it's bare bones the way that it is, or make it even worse in this trade deadline. They can move some players because they're conceding. Now he can still coach it up and get some victories. You see what Brian Flores did with it, but they're trying to organically tank. And maybe this is a test for Mike.
They're not trying. They're just
they just are
letting it happen. They're just.
But maybe it's a hey. You think Mike getting any offers?
Who? What?
You think Mike McDaniel getting any offers?
As an OC, absolutely.
No, not as an OC. Hey man, 100,000 a game. Just don't worry about it.
Stop.
Oh, you're talking about that? No, stop it.
Stop. No.
Oh, we don't know. We don't.
Got us in trouble the last time.
All right. You're all right. I'll leave it alone. All right. But
hey, to your point though, here's the problem. There are certain guys who right now wouldn't get a lot of playing times, starting with Quinn Ewers. You're going to tell me that with Mike McDaniel, if he's trying to win games, if his status is still uncertain for 2026, he's going to try to win games. You actually think on his own, he's going to start Quinn Ewers over Tua? Sorry, logically, that makes zero sense.
That's a good one.
They're not trying to be bad.
Yeah, I know. I saw a lot of effort in this game.
No.
I think you mistake effort, but
I hear what you said.
Effort from actually winning the battle. No, like these guys are just outmatched. They're not good enough. Some of them.
When you consider the talent base, this roster's bad. It's badly constructed. Their margin for error is like this much. All they do is make errors. All they do is we're on the first drive of the game. You should have the first 20 plays absolutely scripted. There's a rhythm to it. Tua's has to call a timeout because Tanner Connor's not in the right spot.
Oh, it was H-N. He went straight to H-N.
It was H-N. Okay, it was H-N. I don't know why I thought it was Tanner Connor.
Because you hate him. Sorry.
And I sensed that there was going to be a problem when you see Tua coming out the car with Ryan Fitzpatrick with his play sheet. Like clearly this guy's cramming because they've just and I asked early in the week, not even gonna name who, and I was like, y'all aren't installing a ton of new stuff. He's like, it is a completely different play sheet with no practices. I thought to myself, what the hell are y'all doing? And you made things way too complicated for a team that's inexperienced and need things dumbed down. And then when it blows up in your face, you're like, well, I don't know what happened. You put too much crap in. You made it too complicated. You were running a play, a critical 4th and 2 play that is the game. Mike McDaniel said it in his own words. It is the game. You're either running it to Nick Westbrook-Akine or Greg Dulcich. Like what?
That's what you got.
Seriously?
Yeah.
That's organically tanking.
Again, okay. So basically, Stephen Ross, you're going to tell me Stephen Ross sees this and goes, yeah, Mike's making some really bad decisions like this. Yeah, let's keep him on so we can have a really, really poor record.
No, I think he's looking at it as, and hell, we might fire Mike after I've always thought Mike was going to get fired after Spain. One, if Anthony Weaver's unit was killing it, Mike would have been fired a long time ago. It's not.
I get you.
But they played well in the first half last night. They played well. They played well in the first half last night.
I thought Frank Smith last week. I was like, because I never even considered him as an interim head coach. And last week I was like, But literally, who the hell are you going to hand this job to? And the problems are just going to get worse because they're going to be less organized.
Darrell Bevel, John Embry.
Stootsville has done it before. Don't forget him.
By the way, what did we make? Did you guys see that interaction with him and Ollie Gordon? Ollie Gordon too, and we forgot to ask Mike this morning. By the way, Ollie Gordon too on the sideline after the tripping penalty. Man,
yeah. I mean, hold on, wait a minute. Nobody saw the tripping until it was replayed. Stootsville's not. It's like even the referee. I hate how we're like, oh, this call such a bad call. Even the referee who watches it live time and cannot watch the replay or make his judgment off the replay, they sat there and discussed it for like 2 minutes before they actually did not pull the penalty back because it looked like tripping until you see that he slipped. By review.
But I try to explain it this way to people though. Slip or not, it's a penalty actually. It's not a penalty.
The contact was with the thighs. It wasn't with the foot.
No, his foot. People are missing. Go back, slow it down. The left foot on the outside did actually, but it still touched him. It touched him, and he maintained his balance, so y'all don't see it as a trip. But he actually went over him. His foot got tripped up, but it wasn't enough to make him fall forward. It was contact, and referees have to call that whether incidental or not, because there's guys that are creative in those situations and will fake a trip to get the job done. So they have to call that regardless. It is a penalty, one you hate because it was incidental. It was a clumsy play.
I don't disagree with you, but that's part of my issue and with cut blocking as well. It's the same thing. It's literally the same thing. And that is still legal in the NFL.
It is.
So if you're going to prevent a running back from cutting a blitzer, why would you not prevent an offensive lineman from cut? Now the rule is if he's engaged, if he's touched by another guy, you can't cut. Like, come on, man. Are we protecting the players or are we not?
The running back is allowed to cut block. He's just not allowed to do it with his feet. The trip down, no, that's what the penalty was. But anyway, we digress.
All right, well, it is what it is, but let's get to the real question here. Who's at fault, Alan?
Yes.
Who's at fault for what?
Who's at fault? You know what? Let me preface it. Who's at fault for this team failing in the rebuild?
Oh, Chris Grier.
Where do you want to start? Well, yeah, it's a lot of it on Chris Grier. A lot of it on the decision. Some of it's on Mike McDaniel, including pushing for Tua to get the big contract, which kind of did this to the Dolphins in terms of you want to talk about poor roster construction. And Omar, you always talk about the dead cap is fake and all that crap. But Tua having such a high cap number prevents you from adding more pieces around him, and you can throw your head back as much as you want. You know damn straight I'm correct. And that's a commitment you make when you have if you have a high-end quarterback who doesn't need as much around him, that's fine. If you have, as you admitted yourself, Omar Kelly on the record saying Tua is a limited quarterback, it's tougher to justify devoting a lot of the cap space to him.
It's no different than the Jaguars or the Green Bay Packers or the
Green Bay Packers who made the playoffs last year. And
who has a quarterback who does a little bit of lifting.
I'm just saying, teams can build rosters and winning franchises with the Jaguars. You ain't say nothing about the Jaguars.
They're bad too.
They're bad too. I mean,
exactly.
But their quarterback is just like Tua. Their quarterback is just like him.
Okay.
Good enough not to be good enough.
I'm not gonna have a Tua debate today. I'm not.
Well, you bringing up Trevor Lawrence. You're making a point.
I refuse. I'm turning my nose up at it. Just no. I'm not letting you do it to me today. Especially when I don't have Doug here to tag him into the game.
No, hey, Doug might be over it too. Doug might be over it too.
You're in the middle too, so Omar, we can just go like this.
Yeah, I put him there intentionally.
I feel like y'all just hit my tag team partner over the chair and just tag teaming me in the ring right now. I'm not going to sit here and talk about Tua. He's got a 87.6 passer rating. That's not nearly good enough.
Which is really bad. I don't know.
Yeah, it's not nearly good enough.
Okay, and again, and Omar, as I said it on my live podcast after the game last night, they didn't lose because of Tua, but Tua is somebody who does not have, almost invariably has a very little impact on the Dolphins winning or losing. It's what happens around them. Yep, I said it. I said what I said.
I'd have to think about that for a little while.
Go for it.
Because Tua is efficient in third downs. Tua drives down the length of the field, gets you in scoring opportunity.
Okay. Atlanta, when they spanked them 34-10, here's your efficiency on third down, 6 for 13. Is that great?
I'll take it.
So
60%. I'll take it.
But I want to piggyback.
6 for 13. That's less than 50.
Oh, okay.
And last night they were 2 for 12. So
I want to piggyback on what Alan said. I think the important piece to look at is the fact that when you looked at even the game yesterday, A-Chain showed some carryability, breaking tackles, the normal doing your job. Doing your job is doing what you can, but when you're breaking tackle, doing that extra thing that uplifts the team and gets more than expected. That's what we're talking about. Tua doesn't do that. He's not doing the over expected. Nothing he does is it makes you say that was over what I expected of him. Wow. It's the wow factor.
Above and beyond.
Nothing he does, and that's what I always talk.
I'm like, Tua really ain't got nothing to do with how they played yesterday. I'm sorry. Like,
that's the problem. You just answered it. Him not having anything to do with it is the problem.
If Larry Borum doesn't create a false start, if receivers knew their routes, if your offensive line could protect you without having 6 offensive linemen on the field.
If Tua runs for the first down that's right in front of him off to the left,
fair,
put a little carrying on the team.
Okay.
Then Omar, you have to be fair and turn around and say, well, he doesn't get 4 touchdown passes if it's not for Aaron Brewer springing the great block on Ollie Gordon.
It's a team game. I will take that. I will own it.
Which is exactly my point, that he does not have a major impact in the outcome of the game.
He does his job.
In the outcome of that specific game.
In the outcome of most games, if not practically every game.
All right.
Which is fine, but not for go ahead, Omar, I'll say it. $53 million a year quarterback.
42. Yeah.
Omar, I triggered with the fake contract.
And y'all knew he was never gonna get that 53, that full contract. So y'all stop playing like y'all.
How do we know?
Too easy.
Anyway. Yeah.
All right. Well, let's get into a more mysterious point here. What's salvageable? You look up and down the roster, the staff, and everything. I guess this is a question of what approach would you take, because what's salvageable? What's your thought process on that? We'll start with Omar.
I got really 3 building blocks that I want on this team, and truthfully speaking, you could have 2 of them if you really want them. I got Patrick Paul, I got Jalen Waddle, and if you offer up a first-round pick, you can have them. I got Devon A-Chan, and if you offer up a second-round pick, you can have them. Everything else, you can scrap it. Like, you can have it if you want it. I really don't care whether Brewer, do I need him to build this team? No, not really. Jordan Brooks, like him. Do I need him to build this team? Not really. Zach Sealer, like him. Do I need him to build this team? No, not really. Jalen Phillips, I'll tell you right now, you offer up a 4th-round pick, it's yours. I can't name you anything I really want to build around other than Patrick Paul. Patrick Paul, you can't have. Probably going to take you 2 first-round picks.
That's the crazy thing for me. He's the only one. You're right. The only for me.
Patrick Paul, you can't have.
Hold on.
Now, I'm not gonna trade.
Robinson, you want him? Give me a second. You can have them.
Yeah,
right.
But I'm
hold on. If you're dealing recent draft picks, you're taking cap hits for no reason to dump guys and
I don't care.
For under market. Again,
I don't care.
Omar's gonna be like, cap face doesn't matter, whatever. It does matter.
No, I really don't care at this point, because it's what do you think? A new GM is going to come in here and he's going to say, let's put $150 million into this team. So TD is actually damn it. That way. Yeah. No. Yeah. TD is finally right.
Finally.
Finally right.
Oh, time is telling on something. What about what?
About what? Hold on.
That by the time you're good in 3 years, who is actually going to be here that's worth investing in? Like,
oh, you talking about my preseason analysis that was like, no.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, you're right. I am right.
Time out. What did the Dolphins do in 2019?
Okay, they 2019. They 5-11, and then they went on to win.
10-6 the next year. What
2008, they won 16, and then okay, cool.
Oh, don't give me that crap of it's like 3 years. And
Alan, you're wrong. What you're not considering were the contracts that we were moving on from the year before that. This is worse financially than it was when we cleared house.
Dude, they have like 3 gigantic not gigantic, but big contracts in terms of cap space.
Tannehill didn't have too much more guarantees on his. We paid the rest of his.
Bradley Chubb and Tyreek Hill.
And Jalen Waddle.
Tyreek Hill. Jalen Waddle's cap number next year is 11.8. That's egregious.
Okay, in the year after? Because this is a new contract.
We're worried about in the year after. By the way, New England was what 4-13 last year. They might win the AFC East. So don't.
But again, fresh quarterback on a rookie deal. Where's that dead cap? Okay. They right now they got the most cap space in the league with 54 million.
And they keep trading away players.
Correct. Yeah, so they were getting their books in order the last 3 years.
2 years, but yes.
Yeah, the previous, yeah.
Dude, Drake May was picked last year, and Vrabel came on this year. Don't tell me you have to look at 3 years down the road. Sorry.
No, I'm not just talking about the coach. I'm talking about the financial situation.
Hold on. You might make the playoffs. That doesn't mean you're gonna get to where you want to get to. And that might be the problem that we have, where we're like, ooh, we get a new coach, we finally win 5 more games, we get to 10 wins with a wild card team, and then we lose because we're not good. Because you're not good.
I can give you one guarantee though, Omar.
Mm-hmm.
You're not winning a playoff game if you don't get to the playoffs.
Yeah, no, and fair enough. But Alan, we're past that. We know that we can figure out a way to spend money to get to the playoffs.
I understand that, but I'm saying, generally speaking, also, and the progress is going to come incrementally. Like New England's not winning the Super Bowl this year, but if they make the playoffs and they still have Vrabel and Drake May in place, and yes, for those in the comments who are going to slap me back on this, Drake May is a dude. I don't care that he doesn't have a very long body of work. He's a dude.
You're right.
But Alan, that's still a 3-year process. Yeah, they're having success now, but when you really feel like you're competing for a Super Bowl, at a minimum, it's still that 3-year process. That's all I'm saying. These guys will be playing through that process. They're primed through that process.
That's where he always got.
All of them are right on their prime,
and like he said the same thing. We should have traded Xavier Howard when we could. I don't necessarily agree with you, but I understand your perspective. You said we shouldn't pay Zach Sealer. And we did. I absolutely advocated and supported Zach Sealer being paid. I don't blame his struggles on himself because look at who he's playing with. But by the time this team is good again, Zach Sealer will be what, 35?
Now, don't say good again. By the time they can even dream of competing for a Super Bowl title.
By the time they win a playoff game, they are at the level where they can win a playoff game, maybe win the AFC East.
3 years.
How old will Zach Sealer be?
He'll be 31 and a half or 32.
Yeah.
Dude, Calais Campbell's 40 years old, and I know he's a unicorn, but
he is a unicorn of a human being.
But
I did make that point, Alan, that defensive tackles, like good ones, sometimes they have a longer shelf life.
Yeah,
sometimes.
Absolutely, without question.
John Jenkins is still playing.
There you go.
Which not good, but he's still playing.
He's a good complimentary piece. If he's your third or fourth DT, that's solid.
That man has made minimum salary for like 7 years. He's not good, Alan. He's there.
And yet
I like John.
And yet he keeps getting re-signed. Not like John too. He's a really, really good dude. But he's serviceable. Right at this moment right now, it's probably better than anything the Dolphins have other than Zach Sealer.
Oh, he's still on the team?
He played last night.
I know.
No, John Jenkins on the Ravens.
No, I was talking about Zach. I was just saying it.
Oh, wow.
I'm just saying. I mean, I didn't feel the impact. I'm just saying,
Haley gonna find you one day and just
There's gonna be some major pow there.
just jab, give you an odd style jab.
Who's gonna do that?
His wife.
Oh man. Hey, listen, man.
Hannah, I'm sorry, not Haley. Yeah.
Don't catch that lawsuit. Your boy needs some cash. All right. Here we go. Best Dolphin moments since the 70-point Denver game. Man. All right,
what? Hold on, wait. What's the best Dolphins moment? The
Grier getting fired. Yep.
Oh, come on, Miami Miracle. Come on.
No, that's after the 70. That's before the 70 points. That was a question. The best moment.
Okay.
Best moment.
How you caught that, Alan? I didn't even think that way.
The Dallas win.
Oh, okay. All right.
Alan thinking at every angle. I wouldn't even thought that, but it makes sense.
Okay.
All right. New member to the channel. All right. Dolphinatic is a new member. Welcome to the family. We appreciate your love and support, man. The 1990 Dolphins games are on YouTube. LOL.
My man Brett's been on it. Brett, they're Dolphins. We can officially say now the 2025 Dolphins are not the 1990 Dolphins.
Oh man. Will the new GM determine the fate of McDaniel, or will Ross tell any potential candidate McDaniel will be retained?
Great question.
That's a great question. We don't know the answer. I think a column in the Miami Herald that telling Steve Ross, don't do it. Don't force nobody on nobody.
Yeah, the right decision is let the new general manager make his decision.
Correct.
All right. I guess the boos last night were loud enough. Who do we want as general manager? And what's the impact if they decide to tell Tua to kick rocks?
Hold on. One, I've covered this team for 18 years. I go to the games. They consistently boo the Dolphins for 18 years. Good or bad, they'll boo the Dolphins.
Last night,
last night was no. What was different? I'll tell you what was different last night. And this is the Ravens. This is not the first time the Ravens have come down here and made it a home game. They've done that probably the last 2 or 3 times they've been here. For some reason, they come here. Buffalo does the same thing. Now, in fairness to Dolphins, the Dolphins do that to many home opponents all the time.
Yes.
Regularly. They go to the West Coast. Dolphins will have the 49ers stadium, will have the Charger stadium. They cannot take the Raiders because Raiders fan base is a little bit crazy.
Steelers either. They won't.
Steelers either. But like next week, Buffalo. Oh, that they gonna own that stadium. That's just what the Bills do.
Hold on. Well,
they gonna own South Beach. You're gonna see Buffalo everywhere on South Beach.
Let me bring this up real quick. Both of you all were at the game yesterday. I'm assuming. Is that correct? No, Alan, you weren't there. Omar,
but I attended home games for
I asked
32 years, and no, the boos were not consistently there. No, the boos were not consistently there. It was pockets. It's become a lot more consistent, like points last year and then this year also.
When they start losing the boos, what I was going to say, what was different was Tua got booed in his introduction, and coming out the smoke, and I'd never seen that before.
Okay,
nobody else got booed.
It wasn't Tua. No.
I gotta say something. So I felt as a spectator watching on television, right, that there was a coordinated national media effort, like almost to amplify what was happening. And Omar, you being at the game, you wouldn't see this on TV. Every time the boos started, they showed the trash bags. They were talking about it. It was like, yeah, this could be it. And it was almost like the storyline of every time the boos came, they panning in on the crowd, and this is what's happening. Okay. I just feel like it was a little more emphasis on it, and the media wanted. Nobody spoke about Chris Grier either. It was all Mike McDaniel.
I could see that, and I could see based on the tweets, the sentiments, what the talking heads are saying. I mean, we get to the point as a fan base where, as a media contingent, unfortunately, not necessarily the people who cover the team, but the national people, like even Stephen A. just today, just bombastic, loud, obnoxious about fire everybody.
Even Stephen A. was loud and bombastic? No way.
but that
Greer form.
we will bang the drum until you fire whoever we think you deemed you need to fire. And Mike McDaniel was number one on that list early in the season, and then he kind of cooled off a little bit, and then they were like, "Wait a minute, he's still here. Let's fire him." Brian Daboll's the same way. They're gonna continue to do that to Brian Daboll after every loss. That's how the media operates. Is it fair? No, but as Mike always says, this is what comes with the business. Yeah. You win games, they cheer you. You lose games, they boo you. Like, you win games, you get extension. You lose games, you get fired. Like, he's not unaware of these things. Now, my issue with what happened yesterday was that you're right. It does that. I think there's a segment in the national media, the people who want to be in Miami, they want the Dolphins to be good. They understand the Dolphins being good means you get to go and come to South Beach all the time. Or the Dolphins being relevant. And they know at this state, the way this thing is going, the Dolphins will never be on national television next year. We got 5 national games this year.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and the way this thing was going, if you kept things status quo, you would never see the Dolphins. You'd see them on a Thursday night game. That's it. And nobody in the national media wants that.
Wow.
Hey. By the way, going back very quickly to the one of the questions I was asked with the previous gentleman, what's the impact if they decide to tell Tua to kick rocks? The impact is it's $99 million off of dead cap space. That means he's going to count $99 million. It can be spread out in 2 years. Could be 67 next year, 32 in 2027, or it could be 99, all of it next year. Which is why I still, it's more than Russell Wilson, who was 85 over 2 years. So I have a hard time believing the Dolphins are going to do that.
But if they did it, they need to take the $67 million route next year, and then the remaining 30-something a year after, because next year is going to be a non-consequential season.
In 2027, the Dolphins would owe Tua Tagovailoa $46 million, and they would create a cap savings of $40 million if they cut him as a June 1st cut. That's when you will see him be cut. It will only be negative $6 million to cut Tua in 2027. Or he'll be traded and restructured. I know people think he has no trade market. I can tell you for a fact he does have trade market value. You're probably gonna have to eat some of that salary. Oh,
well, yeah, or throw draft picks for a team to take him on. Come on, dude. Seriously, let's be real.
You got to pay the.
I mean, we took. Didn't we take Osweiler? No, we signed Osweiler as a free agent.
It was Cleveland took Osweiler and a second, and gave
Houston
a 4th round pick.
Yeah.
But no, I don't. I disagree with you. I don't believe there's going to be a whole lot of teams clamoring to trade for Tua.
I didn't say there was going to be a whole lot of teams. All it takes is one.
This had to be done.
That one. So go ahead.
This had to be done. Borum sucks. McDaniel's out. Always NWI. Drops everything. Iffy never plays. Passed on Warren. Greer failed. McDaniel big time.
That free agency class the Dolphins put together in 2025 is, Omar, say it after me, booty cheeks.
I haven't even thought about it. Are they really all bad?
NWI, James Daniels got hurt. Iffy always hurt. Zach Wilson doesn't play. Larry Borum. Who was it? Ashton Davis. It's brutal.
The linebacker who never plays.
Willie Gay Jr.
Huh?
Willie Gay Jr.
Willie Gay Jr. EJ Biggers.
No, Zeke Biggers, a draft pick.
EJ
Biggers, that's a great name. He's a former linebacker for the Bucks. I think he played for.
You know who I'm talking about? The other one, KJ
Britt.
KJ Britt, yeah.
Well, we should have known that. We should have known at this roster.
I mean, let's be real about it. They signed
Burns, Sparrow Brown.
They just signed
guys that they didn't have any other options
to fill out the rest of the little bit of cap and make a team.
Because they have too much dead cap space.
Thank you. We don't have the money for better players right now.
That's why.
It is all to his fault.
No, I'm just saying, forget Tua. We don't have the money for better players. We don't have the money for a better roster right now.
They wasn't going to, that you could create the money, number one. You could have done.
Extending Tua? By extending Tua or restructuring?
Listen,
that's the only way. What else on the roster you can play with?
You got Bradley Chubb to take a $17 million pay cut. There's always a way.
Yeah, but that's up now.
And by the way, Omar, neither TD or I brought up Tua. You're the one who did there. So
yes.
But you're talking about cap space, the dead money, quarterbacks that carry big price tags. I know what you're getting at.
It all leads down the road.
Yeah. As I say, everything is Tua's fault. Everything. Absolutely. Mike McDaniel's here because it's Tua's fault.
Yes,
Chris Greer got fired because it's Tua's fault.
And it was only because of Tua that they beat Atlanta 34-10. The biggest culprit, though, with the cap space is you're paying more than $30 million in cap space to Jalen Ramsey, Xavier Howard. And you can do this all you want, but that's keeping you from adding better players.
They've always had dead cap because they've always been bad at managing the roster. You know who I think should be fired next because he's about as irresponsible as it comes when it comes to the contracts and the books. Like,
you don't think he takes orders from Pete? That you actually think he makes those decisions by himself of what to pay guys?
I don't care.
You talking Shore?
No, yeah, Brent Shore. He's talking.
I don't care. Like, your books have been bad for years. Your contracts have been bad for years.
Trying to keep Tua happy.
Why do you consistently want to put void years? Why did you just touch Jordan Brooks's contract? Why? You could have done that in the offseason and created some cap space. Why?
A trade, maybe?
Okay, where's the trade?
Well, trade deadline's Tuesday.
Okay, well, then there better be a trade.
Maybe.
Like, there better be one.
Time will tell. Better days ahead, indeed, brothers. Bruce Arians, GM. Keep hearing that.
Well, I like Bruce Arians as GM. I love Bruce, and I think he's a good football person. I think he's a good evaluator. I think he knows good people. I think that's the number one thing. He knows good people. He can put together a staff. They got $4.5 million in cap space, and probably a lot of that is them. You're right. It's the facilitated trade. They just got it from Jordan Brooks. Where the money go? Like, where did the money go?
By the way, I think Louis Riddick would be a better choice as GM.
No, I'm straight.
I'm being funny here.
Don't disrespect Louis Riddick now.
It ain't disrespect.
I will fight you. You know I will fight you.
No, Omar, you just want Riddick in the building so Tua can get 4 more years. That's all.
No. I want whoever is hired. You get carte blanche. You can do whatever you want. I don't care. Just whatever. I don't care. And I encourage you, draft a quarterback in the first round in 2026. Have him compete with Tua. That'd be the first QB competition I've ever seen. Like, no, I'm sorry. I apologize. I saw it for 1 week when Ryan Tannehill got to challenge Matt Moore for 1 week.
No, David Garrard, 2016. Sorry.
That wasn't a competition. That was a beatdown. It became a competition. Like, David Grier was going to be the starter. It became a competition.
They actually had a competition. They created a competition at the start of camp with Garrard, Matt Moore, and Ryan Tannehill. And then
You're right, but it wasn't a competition because they got waxed.
What do you mean they got waxed?
All of them got waxed for David Garrard. They weren't even in his league.
Oh no, I agree. And they would have started if he hadn't blown out his knee.
Yeah.
Tough times. You think Miami does what Jacksonville did last season? Hire new coach, new general manager, same core of young players working for them?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah, I'll say this. People need to understand this about Jacksonville. Yeah, they're having success so far this season as a team, but Trevor is still Trevor.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
He's good enough not to be good enough. He's in that category with me, like Kyler Murray and guys like that. So,
can we be fair though? Because I've seen a couple of their games. Is that wide receiver core is absolutely letting him down bad. Not that I'm saying he's a great quarterback and all that. He's been a massive disappointment, but he is getting he is getting brutalized by his wide
But you know what, Alan? He's just like Tua. He's delivering the football. He's doing this. He's doing that. But nothing is creating a heel. It's not any carry ability. He's just doing his job well at times. The Gordon penalty was so ridiculous. Still angry. Yeah. As far as GMs goes, I'll be glad with either of the Rays, Ray Agnew or Ray Farmer.
Ray Farmer turned the Dolphins down in
that was a long time ago, right?
Long time ago. I don't even know what Ray Farmer's doing. I don't think he's even in football anymore.
And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, hit that like button. We have 1,400 people in here just a second ago. Make sure you punch that like button, getting the latest on Miami Dolphins right here on the Collective. Let's keep it moving then. Thank God that bum is gone. Wow.
Harsh.
Yes, harsh. As a businessman, I'm not opposed to keeping a guy that made mistakes in the biggest moments, i.e. the problem with the build. I can see it as growth for the future. The problem is what happened after. I didn't put that.
You're not opposed to keeping a guy that made mistakes in the biggest moments.
Okay. I'm assuming that's Tua.
No, it's the rebuilding of 2020 and beyond. And when
okay, maybe he's talking about the rookies that are making mistakes. I don't understand. I can see it as growth for the future. Yeah. Fell forward fast. Who is that? Cam Cameron. Yeah, Cam Cameron.
Turn those thumbs up this way.
All right, we got one from Joy Food, the Food Family in the building. Y'all go check them out on TikTok. We talking stars here, man. I guess Greer did not know where the bodies were buried or he was paid off. Question, do you think new GM will be forced to work with Tua? Was it Ross the one that wanted Watson and had to be convinced to pay Tua by McDaniel?
Ross did not want Watson. Ross was going with what his head coach, which is Brian Flores, who wanted Watson. Chris Grier just does what he's told.
Chris Grier was going along.
Chris Grier just does what he's told, and Ross gave it a thumbs up. But that was, if you do recall, that happened to be the year that Flores' relationship with everybody soured, and they were just like, "Nah, we good." Like I don't think Ross wanted Watson. And think about it: if Brian Flores had his way and Watson is the starting quarterback for the Miami Dolphins, we'd probably be in a worse spot.
Why would you say that?
The massive rebuild would have begun already. But by the way, the reporting was that Ross was ready to sign off on the trade until he cleared, unless or if Watson cleared all of the lawsuits.
Yeah.
It would have happened.
That doesn't mean that he's all on board. He just was doing what his head coach wanted.
Well, but he has to be on board for that. To your point,
they could have still went out and acquired him when Cleveland put together a ridiculous bid and a ridiculous contract, but they chose not to. Remember when we talked to Ross after he fired Flores and we're like, "Are you still interested in Watson?" He's like, "Nah, No,
that was Greer. It wasn't Ross. Greer.
I'm
the one who asked the question at the combine. I literally asked Chris Greer, "Can you?"
It was the owner's call it was the call with Ross that he said, "I'm not." He said, "I'm not interested in Watson."
I don't recall that, but I recall asking specifically Chris Greer at the combine, probably the following year, which would have been 2022, if there was still the idea of pursuing Watson or if that door was closed, and he answered the door is closed.
So from my understanding, as somebody that sat back and just read all the reporting on it, it was a case where Stephen Ross had communicated with Deshaun Watson that if he cleared all of them by whatever time or day, we're coming to get you. They found out he couldn't clear it. I'm no longer interested. We're not pursuing him. That's what I thought it was. It was a conditional situation. Correct. If he was able to settle all of them, then we're coming. And if you don't, which he wasn't able to, there was a report that 4 women did not want to settle. And then Ross Kane did come out in the public and say, we are not pursuing him anymore.
That was the reporting. By the way, just looked it up. Ray Farmer is currently senior advisor to the general manager for the Los Angeles Rams, who have been drafting like absolute lights out.
Senior advisor to the general man. Wow. Okay. Look at that. Ray Farmer turned the Dolphins down when they hired Dennis Hickey. That was a long time ago. And
he's 51 years old and
basically called the Dolphins a dysfunctional organization.
Who would think that?
All right, we got a lot of super chats. I'm gonna try to get all caught up, ladies and gentlemen. Now that the team is 2-7 and Grier got axed, do the three of you anticipate more leaks coming your way from the locker room via agents and back channels? If so, will you be able to report these?
Leaks about what? What do you want to know? Because
I guess like players that are saying this is what's happening, that's what's going on, or whatever, like things that we may not know now. You know, do you think we'll be hearing more players?
Learn about it. You hear some of the stuff. You learn about it after the fact. Has McDaniel lost the locker room? No. It's just a bunch of young, unproven, inexperienced players right now who have absolutely no understanding what it takes to win a football game, and they just play like trash. Now, like I think it was week 1, week 2, they were like blaming everything on the rookies. I don't think there's like much you could throw people under the bus. I think what you'll see is you might see a ridiculous mad exodus out of here from agents like Minka's agent. Well, that's true. You know, there are people who don't want to be here. Minka didn't want to be here the first time. You think you want to be here now? Like
No.
Think about it. Minka didn't want to be here the first time. He left because of this crap.
He's like the quietest player that nobody's talking about. We're just out there.
Like
he is not
like get me out of here. Like
wow.
But it's I think there's who wants to be here? Think about it. Who really wants to be here right now?
Tua wants to be here.
Does he?
Are you sure? Are you sure?
He may not
get his money no matter what.
He gonna get exactly.
And I don't think he want to be part of a rebuilding team.
Yeah, because that ain't nothing but hits for him and just bad look for him. I mean, moving forward, you're a part of a rebuilding team. You have nothing around you. Your stock just keeps going down. Probably. I don't even think he wants to be.
But he got paid, so
yeah. Well, yeah, win for him.
I don't think money drives to him. I think it definitely is nice, but I don't think it drives him.
Well, next GM needs to have QB coach forced on them.
Not have.
Excuse me. I missed that. Have to have full autonomy or we'll be right back here.
You're not wrong, Noel.
Does Tua have injury salary guarantees next year? The guarantees his salary the following years. It's smaller. I think if he's on the roster by March, it's a smaller cap hit for 27. Is it a risk to keep him? Now, last year, though, it made the next year guaranteed pretty much. So technically, didn't they have an out last year too?
March,
this March?
On the third day of the league year this year.
Yeah. They could have actually cut bait early and took the same hit.
They still would have given him guaranteed money for the next 2 years.
Correct.
Sure.
So that it would have been dead money even more.
And any chance Dawn Aponte comes back to lead or rebuild the front office? I saw her name pop up on a few lists, which was surprising.
Absolutely not. Dawn was the most powerful person in the organization for a minute during Bullygate. She had more power than Dennis Hickey. I think that was before Mike Tannenbaum took over.
It was before Mike Tannenbaum.
And they were the laughing stock of the NFL in terms of NFL circles. Now, that was in a climate where women were not necessarily welcomed in the NFL, where I think the climate is changing, but I don't see the Dolphins being that they had her is the most powerful person in the organization at one point, and that she was run out of here. Why would they bring her back? And Tom does not know football talent.
Yeah. Well, I think the Colts owner may be setting the precedence to change that.
And Steve Ross's daughters are going to eventually be the owners. So, yeah, there's so many women owners now. Tennessee has a female owner. New Orleans has a female owner. Buffalo has a female owner. And then Indiana has a female. Indianapolis has a female owner. Like they're rampant around the league now, but the climate, come on, like, It's yeah. I give the NFL props because when I started in 2007, there wasn't even a woman trainer. Now you see women everywhere.
Nice.
Like and that's props. That's going in the right direction. But this team needs a talent evaluator. That's what this team needs.
Flop to the top, the Mendoza plan. Maybe that's who we need to evaluate.
Or actually, more like Mendoza plan.
Mendoza. Omar, you don't like Mendoza?
I mean, he's okay. He's okay.
He doesn't scream to me like generational.
Yeah, I mean, he's okay. I think I would probably go the route of another quarterback. But
so more of the same.
Okay. What do you mean more of the same?
Mendoza would just be more of the same.
No. I'm not saying that. I like his tools. I think he's got developmental traits. Maybe I go to the Senior Bowl and fall in love with him. Maybe his personalities. When I'm watching him play, and I like Indiana, when I'm watching him play, I just don't give me that chub. It's like it don't like get my heart.
You leave Bradley out. You leave Bradley out of this.
It doesn't.
You're flowing. It don't get you moving.
Get me, and I've liked him. I liked him when he played Miami in against when he was in California. Cal Dolphins. I mean, the Hurricanes could have had him like instead of what's his quarterback?
Beck.
Oh, absolutely. He was trying to get here. Like
Mendoza.
He's a South Florida kid. He's from the same high school as which one? They knew what the money was. They chose not to pay it.
From Columbus, right?
Yeah, and went to go get back.
So he doesn't move you, but Tua does. All right, next one. What can a QB do to carry if they aren't mobile in today's NFL? I mean, you
carry what?
How about sling it?
Sling it, but that probably would require elite processing skills pre and post snap, and consistently and make every throw doing it,
and a big arm.
Yeah,
I just prefer accuracy, efficiency. And I would like a big arm with it.
Those are go along to get along traits.
Those are when you talk to people who actually coach quarterbacks, those are the number one traits that they would actually prefer.
But not by themselves.
Okay, but Omar,
not by itself.
You drive me nuts with this. Is Patrick Mahomes not accurate?
Yeah.
Okay. When you think of Patrick Mahomes, what stands out? I
think of his ability to improvise and create plays.
Thank you. It's like
name me 5 quarterbacks that can do that.
Every good quarterback is
name me 5 quarterbacks.
You ready, Omar? You ready?
Yes.
In today's NFL, I could probably get the 10.
Are you serious?
Give me 5.
You keep forgetting new ones keep coming in the league, like Drake May.
I did not ask you that.
Jaden Daniels.
Y'all keep comparing
Drake May. Jaden Daniels.
Hold on. Drake May. Oh, okay. All right. I'll accept.
What was the question, by the way?
You'll accept it?
I will accept it. Hey, what has he won?
No. You said who has those traits, not what they want. You said which quarterback.
I will accept it. Give it to me. The rest.
All right, Drake May.
Okay.
Jaden Daniels.
Okay.
CJ Stroud.
No.
He doesn't have those improvisational skills. All right, never mind. Baker Mayfield.
Okay.
All right, Lamar Jackson.
Mahomes, Josh Gordon, Lamar. Okay, you got me.
I mean, I keep going.
Heck.
Now, yes.
Oh my God, are you serious?
Now,
yes. Touchdown against Denver when he's
even more now.
Are you serious?
He just started doing it. He just started.
Tell me you've never watched his games without telling me you've never watched his games.
Okay, you're right. I don't watch him.
Let's keep going because that's 7. Jalen Hurts.
Okay.
All right. See if you're not going to accept him. You're not going to accept Jordan Love if you ain't going to take.
They're going to take Jordan Love. Are you serious?
Well, he's not going to take Jordan Love if he's not going to take CJ Stroud.
No, I'm not. Absolutely,
he's not going to take it. I already know Omar's not. Yeah, I have both of them in it, but he's not going to take it.
Y'all just naming every quarterback now. Like, listen, y'all act like Justin Herbert is running for like 100 yards a game. This guy has never run for more than 306 yards a season.
None of them run for 100 a game, but it's the threat to be able to.
And Omar, we're talking about improvising stuff here.
Yeah,
that doesn't
not
mean,
just
that
yards.
doesn't mean scrambling and running. It means being able to make plays escaping out of the pocket.
Who can make plays escaping out of the box?
How often?
Oh, I got another one. Let's get to number 9. Bo Nix.
No,
That's number 9.
Not a fan.
Bo Nix extend plays. I'm just saying, with that trait, that's what he does.
I don't count it. I'm sorry.
Okay, let's get back to our.
But by the way, we got to 9 for you, Omar, since we couldn't get to 5. But I'm just saying, it's required now. All right. What can it get?
Jackson Dart.
Yeah. I mean, it's early. I don't like to even.
Come on, man.
I mean, he showed it already, but I don't like to consider it either.
He don't get his bell rung, just
but he's doing it. We got another one. Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones, technically, yes, all those traits. That's him. We're at 11, Omar. We're at 11, man. Right. And guess what? He ain't showing up as a player yet, but we know what Cam Ward can do.
Mm-hmm.
There's guys that maybe it ain't looking good right now, but they have those intangibles too. I mean, it's actually more than you think, Omar, and this is the problem. Hey, Alan, we got him on this one. Omar, we need you to see this light. We need you to dig this in your soul. It's required now, okay? Let it go, bro. Let it go. It's required now, okay?
Okay.
All right. I think we had a breakthrough, ladies and gentlemen. All 1,400 people watching. This is an epic episode. We got an Omar Kelly breakthrough, okay?
Okay. You right. I see Kyler Murray. I see.
Didn't even think of that.
Come on, Dak. Come on, y'all. Come on now. Y'all going too far. Come on.
Dak, I'm not going to put Dak in there.
Yeah, y'all going too far. Tua can move just as much as that. Stop.
All right, man. The paper bag plan for a passer. Oh my gosh. McDaniel needs to go as well. His arrogance is a huge detriment. Pride,
not arrogant. Come on.
Pride trumps common sense.
Arrogant poop.
I don't like the term arrogant. I think he's very confident. I think sometimes he's overconfident in his intellect. But no, I don't think arrogance is the right word. I think that's too strong. And I love you, Noel, but I think that's pushing it too far.
I mean, okay, I already read that. All right, you got to hire a football president. Garfinkel got be allocated to purely F1. Okay, look at the Chiefs and the Eagles president. Heck, look at the Heat president.
Okay, I don't get it. Why was Garfinkel brought into the conversation?
Because he's vice president, chairman.
Garfinkel runs everything.
He doesn't run everything.
He does not make football decisions, but he does make decisions. You don't think he was in the conversation like, yo, you got to fire Grier right now? You don't think that conversation was had? Like,
well, that's what they're saying. He needs to stay away from football is what that person's saying. He needs to stick to F1. That's what the comment is.
I would feel more comfortable if Garfinkel actually made more. Like, Garfinkel, what he touches turns to gold. Like,
financially. Dude, he came over from the San Diego Padres baseball team. I mean, that's his background. He's a business guy. He's not necessarily.
And tell me what Howie Roseman's background is in football. He doesn't have one. He's a lawyer.
Okay, I'll look it up. Hold on.
He doesn't have one. He's a lawyer.
I said I'll look it up.
Okay.
By the way, gentlemen, best
GM in the NFL is a capologist.
Well, let me ask you this question, gentlemen. Maybe y'all will know because I have no clue. Where does one apply to be the general manager for the Dolphins? Is there a job post or a link or something?
You gotta get it.
Go ahead, finish, and I'll jump in. Go ahead, finish.
You gotta do your grunt work. You start off by being an offensive assistant, or you start off like Brian Flores by being the assistant to the general manager or something like that. You got to know somebody who knows you're a bright, smart football mind and lets you in the door. And then you work your way up for the next 10 years.
Yeah, I ain't going to do the grunt.
Which is what Howie Roseman
can't apply, y'all. Sorry.
Yeah.
Which is what Howie Roseman did.
Exactly.
Director of Football Administration, 2003 to 2005. Vice President of Football Administration. Vice President of Player Personnel before he became the GM.
Capologist. He's just a very.
And what year did he enter? What year did he enter?
Yeah, and he learned to surround himself with the right people.
Yeah.
And what year did he enter?
They tried to hire Howie Roseman back in the Hickey. Like they requested him and he said no. He was probably one, like Ross got turned down like 6 times by people. So, it's
everybody's failing. All right. Can we finally see Ewers play going forward? That ain't happening.
No.
I don't see
it. McDaniel's trying to win games.
McDaniels literally said, and I don't agree with it, that Kyle Wilson is the backup quarterback for the rest of the season. I would have never said that ever a day in my life.
Kyle Wilson.
He didn't say for the rest of the season. He said moving forward. He did not say that says or he says he added something like until it changes or whatever. I see other thing. He did not declare for the rest of the season.
He came this close to,
but he didn't.
Well, your team's worst mistake was bringing Hill to Miami.
Okay. What Tyreek Hill got to do with anything?
Wasn't even close to the worst mistake.
The worst one, we know.
Stop it.
I'm happy Jordan Brooks called out the off. Ooh, this is a good one. I'm happy Jordan Brooks called out the offense last night. The defense hasn't been great, but they gave offense a chance to win each game. Tua can't overcome. Better QB, same roster, record improves. And before Omar says something,
Omar already dismissed.
Yeah. Before he even chimes in, at halftime, I think the Dolphins were 0-4 in the. I think in the game we were 0-4 in the red zone, and we're supposed to be a good red zone team. Also, we ran for 86 yards at halftime. Okay, we held them to like a total of like 109. And why would the Miami Dolphins only have 6 points?
Was Tua the one making the mistakes?
He was one who was contributing to the mistakes.
I didn't ask you that. I said, was Tua the one making the mistakes?
Yeah, him and a whole bunch of people.
Okay.
Did he make no mistakes in the first half? Was he mistake free?
You're right. It's Tua's fault. My bad.
Yeah, it's not his fault.
You're right. You're right.
Did Tua make any mistakes? Did Tua make any mistakes at halftime, Omar?
Absolutely.
Just like Malik
every mistake is on him.
Washington made mistakes. The whole lineman made mistakes. Tua made mistakes.
Tua took a sack at the end of the half. Like,
don't get me started with that. Hey,
Listen.
Tua made a business decision. I'm not showing this on.
Can I bring up something? Why didn't Zach Wilson get put in the game for the last play and then chuck it in the end zone? Like, seriously?
Are you kidding me?
It was embarrassing.
Oh, no, I'm not kidding you.
That's why it would be embarrassing. Everybody would say they had to replay it. It's a no-win situation with Tua. You put Zach Wilson in, everybody would have said their 53-man got to be replaced before the half. And then you don't put him in, and he does that.
So we're not going to make a decision that could. I understand the odds are ridiculously small, but that could potentially get us some free points. Because here's the thing, and I think Tua talked about it after the game, that he absolutely can get it to the end zone if he can totally get his feet set and get his body into the throw.
Did he not have 30 seconds to do it?
Zach Wilson does not need all of those circumstances. He can get it to the end zone without everything being perfect. To me, again, it's
Alan, you gonna take what Tua said? You're gonna listen to that?
No, I completely agree with him that he can get it to the end zone if he sets his feet.
So absolutely. Why didn't he? On that play, he had all day.
Because there was movement around him, and again, there was one point he could have let it rip, and he would have exposed himself to a nasty shot, and he held on to it. Look at the replay. And he held on to it.
But he can go low-key set shoulder blocks in that game. I know y'all seen that. You know.
That was
he didn't set a block, and they should be very thankful. Buchanan should have blasted.
Oh, yes, he was spared.
That's the grace of God, because Buchanan had full authority to destroy Tua on that play.
Mm-hmm.
And didn't even try. Didn't do anything to him.
It's a blessing. Consider it a blessing. I don't know what Tua thought he was doing, because you was about to die.
Cut to it and cut Omar from here so he follows him to his next team. Oh man, y'all a package deal, Omar?
Listen, it's all Tua's fault. Everything is Tua's fault.
Man, Excel-6 is a new member of the channel. Welcome to the family, man. We appreciate it. Thank you, guys. How many more people get fired? Time will tell.
None right now.
What do y'all think about Nick Saban as GM?
Hell to the triple no.
Nick Saban hated Miami.
Harry hated Miami.
Yes.
Oh man,
Harry Saban hated Miami.
Love the show, fellas. Thank you. Been watching Omar since X's and Omar. Catch all the all Dolphins, DDW, and sorry, TD. I didn't know you till DC. What's DC? Dolphins Collective. Well, I'm trying.
Okay.
Well, I'm here. All right. What does Grier firing say about how Ross feels about the Flores lawsuit?
At this point, you got to save your franchise, and your fan base is running for the hills. Like I said, one of my close friends, his name is John Nelson. He runs Midtown Dental, and literally diehard Dolphin fan, doesn't miss a game. He said he watched 2 plays of the Ravens game and turned it off because he was like, wow. I'm not going through this with this team. He's like, I'll check you back next year. And I can understand because I did that with the Hurricanes for I was like, I'm out. I can't do this no more. I think it was before I think I've been out since the golden era, and I just can't emotionally do it no more.
Yeah, I've been like that too.
Fair weather fan. I'm sorry.
I almost came back for one of Rick's good years, and I go to games, but I can't like get.
I've been like that with the Hurricanes too. Ever since we got robbed with that, I think it was Ohio State or something game way back 2001 or whatever.
Yeah,
it's like I check in. They 5-0. Oh, there go the Virginia Tech loss.
They were talking national championship this year. I was like, you're not getting.
Yeah, hey, they got me in though. They got me in again.
Right there watching in Louisville, row 13, and I was just like,
oh man,
here you go again. And I'm scared of SMU tomorrow. Terrified, because I know these Hurricanes. They will drop the ball. They will act like Taj Washington. Just,
hey man. We'll be back eventually. I hope Ross fires our assistant GM Drew Rosenhaus. Man, I'm a loner on this one, but I still think you put solid O-line in front of Tua and backs this offense rebounds to form. Coach says /skill. Players can only mask bad O-line for so long. O-line equals booty cheeks equals fire GM.
It doesn't matter. It's just
put an all-star team around Tua, he'll deliver absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, we can get to the playoffs with Tua and lose in the first round. That we know. We can get there. Yeah.
You're right.
All right. Omar, are you related to the new interim GM champ?
I am not, and he's made a joke about that. He's like, we got to be kin somewhere, and I'm like,
don't distance yourself now, Omar. You're on the clock.
I have seen him around and I've talked to him. I have never made an attempt to get to know him. I didn't understand why he was here. Now I do understand why he was here and why he was hired. I am shocked that Marvin Allen didn't get the elevation. Shocked. But I guess they feel like Marvin Allen is part of the problem. So, or maybe they need an outsider to look at the whole thing. But Marvin Allen's got tons of connections. So if you're going to break this team apart and fire sale it, that's the guy to do it. But, it is what it is. We are where we are.
Oh, man.
It is what it is, and we are where we are. And we are who we are.
Tua don't want to get boxed in the eye again, Lord. And who do your guests did it? Who do your guests did it? Who do you guess did it? Oh. My guess is Jay Brooks. Great show, guys. I hope to see you. Man, listen, I done seen the crazy.
That eye was pink as hell. Stop. Y'all stop. Stop. Move on.
I done see the crazy stuff. I'm gonna leave that alone. But I am so sick of the narrative that McDaniel built the offense for Tua. Alabama had a real running game and good O-line. Josh Jacobs, Najee, Brian Robinson. Seriously?
Of course he built the offense for Tua. Seriously? Come on. That was part of the reason he was hired. Seriously, is to maximize Tua. And then they got Tyreek Hill, and it's like, the idea of having a run-oriented offense went out the window when you got the chance to pick up Tyreek Hill. And now all of a sudden you have a track team at wide receiver. So let's spread it out, maximize Tua's skills as a passer, and roll.
Some of the first running backs that they got were busts. So Chase Edmonds. So it's not like they're great at evaluating that stuff anyway.
Well, they also got Raheem who worked out well.
Yeah.
Well, Omar, be careful, man. Making fun of Justin YouTube star Herbert. You're going to upset Allen and both Chargers fans. Kidding.
And both Chargers fans.
It's actually funny. Actually, no, I think he's wrong. I think it's 7 fans they have.
Oh, wow.
I love when they go to the Chargers. The Dolphins, it is be like 80% Dolphins.
Every
Chargers
game.
Yeah. Is this the worst talented team y'all have covered?
Not even
Not even
close.
close.
2018 was
2004,
bad.
2007.
2018 was
2007.
bad.
Not even close.
The Rosen team?
No, that's 2019.
That's 19.
It's 19.
That wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad. No name defense.
2007 was brutal on offense.
Yeah.
Brutal.
Super sticker from Tony. We appreciate you. Lewis Collins becoming a member of the channel as well. We get a lot of people joining the family. You all can join by hitting that join button below. And you can also gift others memberships as well. Haynes King from G Tech is a sleeper QB.
Okay.
Interesting. Considering how well Lamar plays in Miami, safe to say, passing on him in the draft is one of the Dolphins' greatest mistakes. Draft a hometown kid. I'll say passing, at least offering those 2 transition picks from the transition tag was what should have happened.
No,
even if they would have
I don't disagree with you. It's stunning that no team offered 2 franchise tags for Lamar when he was a free agent. I know it was collusion
now, though, right?
Thank you.
I know.
I mean,
I would have gone. I don't care what everybody say, collusion or not. Like
they should have drafted him.
Yeah, for sure. But they colluded, so
they should have drafted him in 2018. And I know it's because Adam Gase didn't want to coach him. But if you watched him at Louisville, it was like, holy smokes. I mean, what he's doing in the NFL should not be a shock.
But Alan, drafting a guy is an unknown. But when
he was not an unknown. He was not an unknown.
He was not an unknown. He was a
I mean, he was the high prospect. But again, you never know with these guys. Like truly. I'm just saying, when you did officially know you've gotten the NFL sample size, he's that dude, and you got an opportunity, and you don't even
because nobody was going to do it because again.
Yeah,
they were like
nobody knew Josh Allen was going to be Josh Allen, but I hear what you're saying. But like the owner wanted Lamar Jackson, and Gase was like, absolutely not. I specifically had a conversation with Chris Grier, who mentioned Lamar Jackson, volunteered it, and said, "I'm not going to give a quarterback a coach he doesn't want to coach." Conversation over.
I hate hearing that name, Adam Gase. Him and Matt Burke. Oh my gosh.
I love Matt Burke. What's wrong with you?
That raggedy zone that he employed the whole
season. Wide 9. I like wide 9.
Yeah. Listen,
that's probably the only scheme.
It certainly was wide in Miami.
Chop Robinson's gonna be good in.
Well, yeah, I agree with that. What do we have here? If Tua has to stay another year for contract, doesn't Gruden with Frank Smith as OC make sense? Soft rebuild, Tua and Kirk Cousins ATL role, Mendoza first round.
I'd be down for it.
Well, Gruden's the one who's going to run the offense. So I don't know that he necessarily needs Frank Smith, but okay.
Every mistake isn't Tua's fault. The point that is being made is at his salary, he shouldn't be a big contributor to the mistakes. Do you all agree? Yeah, I think we've had a breakthrough on the show with Omar on this today. I think he finally understands where we're coming from. All right. Did Greer get to kiss Minka goodbye at least? Wow.
Hey, Grier might make sure Minka lands at his next spot.
You think there's a next spot?
Jeff Ireland got a next spot. Who did a worse job?
Yeah, I guess I see your point there.
Yes.
All right. Noel B gifted 5 collective memberships. Micah, Delusional Patriots fan, Jay Pagan, Chuck Bryan, and David Thomas. You are all gifted a membership thanks to Noel B1. Salute to you showing love in the Dolphins Collective community as well, Noel B, who is a member of the channel. We appreciate you, man. You think we can finally get that high draft pick with Keon Smith now?
It wasn't a high draft pick. It was a draft pick.
All right, you just a draft pick.
It was just a draft pick. Y'all ain't right. Y'all ain't right.
Funny. That was funny, though.
Ironic how so much blame is focused one player. Tua hasn't played great this year. Definitely.
Missing the point.
Too easy to keep calling Tua out when the whole team is an absolute disaster.
Omar is like this. Omar is like, I love you.
Listen,
the point we have never
numero uno, You
my God.
are spot on.
Why is it, Alan? Why is it so
Explain to
hard for them to actually comprehend the point that's being made? Because what they're saying is correct. They don't get the point, though, too.
The point is, Tua is at fault for everything that's wrong.
Stop it, Omar.
He's not at fault for everything, ladies and gentlemen. It's just when you're making the money he makes, he's responsible for more. He's just responsible for more. And we're coming up short. You make that money, you got to answer to more. Not just do your little role.
And again,
you got to answer for more.
Numero uno, save the same energy when the stats are good, and you're gonna put all of the credit on Tua.
I do. He played excellent last week when he played well against the Falcons. What did I credit? I credited the offensive line. I credited the defense.
We had to
that wasn't Tua.
That out of you. You were like, no.
That wasn't Tua. I didn't sit here and tell you how great Tua was. 4 touchdowns. That's what I expect. But you got to protect him.
Why do you always say that's what you expect? 4 touchdowns from Tua is an expectation of yours?
3 seasons of 100 passer rating.
You said 4 touchdowns is what you expect, Omar.
Lamar gave you 4 touchdowns last week. You don't think Tua could have did what Lamar did if he had that lineup?
I don't think Lamar was very good yesterday, to be honest with you. So I don't think Lamar was great yesterday at all.
4 touchdowns. He couldn't run.
He just played his role. He had the same game Tua had last week. Played his role. I mean, he had a few, but he probably had 2 or 3.
He scrambled all time and found that the 3rd touchdown in the back of the end.
Okay, that
one. Crossing route is a great play.
You see the difference, Omar? He probably had 3 to 4 of those in a game, but Tua will have 1 or 2. You see the difference? It comes down to that sometimes.
You always want me to compare him to a Hall of Fame talent. He's not a Hall of Fame talent. Lamar's a Hall of Fame talent. Josh Allen is a Hall of Fame talent. Patrick Mahomes is a Hall of Fame talent. I'm not going to sit here and compare Tua to a Hall of Fame talent. Sorry.
Well, would you agree or disagree? If you're not a Hall of Fame talent, do you need one?
I would disagree because there are Hall of Fame talents that haven't won the Super Bowl. Joe Flacco's won a Super Bowl.
Yeah, it's just a prerequisite.
Jalen Hurts has won a Super Bowl.
You don't think that could potentially be Hall of Fame one day?
Eli Manning has won a Super Bowl. 2. Matter of fact. Kurt Warner's won a Super Bowl. He's a Hall of Famer.
The Trent Dilfers of the world, the 1 out of every 50.
Matt Ryan was at the doorstep and should have won a Super Bowl. Russell Wilson has won 2.
Mm-hmm.
Is he a Hall of Famer?
Yes.
I disagree. I don't think he's gonna make it.
I think Russell Wilson makes this.
I think he just misses.
That one. He might get in later.
He's been to 2.
Correct.
Philip Rivers. I mean,
the point is good again, but you have surrounded him with a lot of major talent.
You know, Omar, it's funny. Like loading the team up with everything around Tua can have a good team, right? But you also require all of it to be available all year.
Mm-hmm.
Stay healthy. Everybody play well.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody just be good.
And it can happen one time like it did for the Atlanta Falcons with
minimal room for error.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
With minimal room for error.
Yep.
You're chasing the lottery.
Mm-hmm.
Just because we know some people have hit before, it's still the lottery.
Okay, who's next? Come on, TDS. Come on, who's
man.
next?
Right when I say that's it, a few more pop up.
Okay, well, let's get there.
It is finally Alonzo Highsmith time.
Alonzo Highsmith will never be interviewed by Steve Ross because Alonzo Highsmith is not Steve Ross's kind.
Wow. He's kind. All right. Yeah. Stop Tua, not the main problem, but even the way he plays, he gets scared to get tackled. He spot throws and he had breads.
I'm sure
he just breeds. Excuse me. I'm saying breeds.
The rest of the team.
Weakness that affects the rest of the team.
Okay. It's Tua's fault.
You said it. For the record, I'm not a Tua-neer. Tua probably needs to go. Tua wins with this team. Does it?
With the team.
Does he? Does he even do that now?
He also loses with the team.
Correct.
He also loses with the team.
10 other players on offense. It is the team effort. Team is good enough to win. Tua is good enough to win.
To win big if you have a great team around them. Yes, that's fine.
Yeah.
define big, but okay.
But he reduces your margin for error.
The team problem is injuries, ingrown hair, and placed on IR.
Yeah.
No.
Tua is so good, teams will surely come calling for him, right, Omar?
Tua's the fault. Nobody wants him. You're gonna have to eat his contract. He's his worst contract in NFL history.
Oh
what more do you all need?
Hashtag it's all Tua's fault.
All Tua's fault. Hashtag was all Tua's fault.
Well, Poop says that it's Tua's contract is the reason the roster, but go look at Philly. Greer couldn't draft, so that's why we.
Let me make it clear. I didn't say that it was the entire reason. I said it limits. I said it limits what you can do. It reduces
standing ovation. The game
reduces your margin for error when you're drafting. All those trades they made reduced the margin for error, and they did a bad job.
And even with the draft picks he did a bad job.
That's what
I'm sorry. I'm not seeing a comparison here. The reason why Philly has done so well is because they have a guy who does a little bit of carrying when he has to as well.
That is true.
No, if he wasn't doing that, they'd be the Dolphins. If he wasn't showing up in big games, they'd be the Dolphins. Barkley. Yeah, they do have Saquon Barkley.
They have Saquon Barkley.
Yeah, they have
Saquon Barkley.
You're right.
Okay.
Yeah. So
and Jalen Hurts played absolutely balls out in that game that they
People ignore that though, Alan. They ignore that. That every big game, regular season and playoffs, the one thing you can't say about Jalen Hurts, he didn't show up. He didn't improvise and make plays when they shut the run down or whatever they do. He shows up. He had 2 bad weeks 4 weeks ago. Now he done had 2 weeks in a row after that MVP type performances. Throwing the football. Get a man his credit, man. Jalen Hurts, that dude. Anyway, it's not to his fault. It's the front office, including Grier, who chose pride over team and should false hope about Tua being a franchise quarterback. You guys know the kickoff change was Tua's fault.
Is that your burner, Omar? Is that your burner account?
Yeah. You seen his hands down there, right?
A kickoff change. What is the kickoff change?
His hands down, putting comments.
I don't even understand what y'all talking about. The kickoff.
Yeah, we know. Who was the player that they was laughing at about a burner account? It was an old lineman.
Eichenberg.
Yeah. Okay.
Y'all, Eichenberg ain't coming back this season. Y'all wish he was. Look at that.
Yeah, you're right though. Drew Aller, Garrett Nussmeier, Kay Klubnik, Fernando Mendoza. The race for QB1 is wide open, and it's gonna be a blast to watch it unfold.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Here's the thing. One last thing before I guess we're gonna wrap it up here. If there's a race for the number 1 QB, that means there's nobody who's like really way above and beyond, which is a good thing and a bad thing.
I don't want any of them. All right. I'll see you.
All right. Well, thank you all so much for tuning in. Listen, if you're new to this channel, make sure that you subscribe. We had over 1,400 people rocking with us today on what we call an emergency episode, you could say. So thank y'all so much for coming through. It's nothing but love. The Dolphins Collective community is growing so much, and we're adding more and more family members to it. Thanks to each and every one of you punching that like button, subscribing to the channel, and letting people know that we are over here, okay? Twice a week, providing the best content we possibly can. Shout out to Dudley Durong, who will be back early next week for the next episode. Alan Poupar, as you all know, and Omar Kelly, as well as myself. Quick plug for where they can find your content, Alan.
Miami Dolphins on SI.com, all free content.
Miami Herald, I just wrote a column that says, Steve Ross, nuke it all. Nuke.
Yeah, I got to see this.
You didn't write a column about it's all to his fault?
I want to understand what that all means with Omar, so we got to go check that out, all right? And y'all can always check me out on my channel if you like. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. We love you all. We appreciate you all. Dolphins Collective is out, and we'll see you soon. Y'all take care. Happy Halloween. I should have my Coco Beware, man.
Yeah, that's right.
Forgot about that.